Good morning, welcome. Clive Enever, business strategist here with another Monday morning motivation. See if we can get these businesses turning over what they should be turning and delivering what they should be delivering. And of course, as I often say, what's the first thing a business should give you? It should give you a life. And if the life that you're living in your business is not the life that you want, perhaps we need to change something. The idea of running a business usually comes to people with a great deal of enthusiasm and excitement about what they're going to achieve, this great big dream. And it's really important to stay focused on whatever that dream is. Now, the subject of this morning's conversation, of course, is maintaining the motivation or the drive. And why is that important? Well, I'm seeing out there on social media people saying, whoa, I'm overwhelmed, it's all too much, it's too busy, there's too much going on, I can't cope. And people I talk to are telling me the same story. And here we are, we've just finished February. And at the start of March, we're overwhelmed, we can't cope. What have we done? Did we lose sight of whatever the dream was, or did we get so excited about the dream that we tried to do too much and we've brought on too many customers? So we trying to make ourselves do more than we're physically capable of doing? There's all sorts of things that might be going on. So the first thing, of course, to look for is how's your strategic plan lining up against what's happening? Now, if you have a strategic plan and it's not lining up very well against what's happening, perhaps we need to look at what the plan said we should do and find out, did we actually do it? And if we didn't, perhaps we should go to the plan because maybe the plan was right. Or if we followed the plan and it's not working, perhaps the plan is not right. So we've got to look at these things somewhat critically and be sure to make decisions that are likely to help us achieve whatever it is that we want. But let's deal with the immediate symptom, the overwhelm. How do you deal with it? First thing you might do is to reassess your SWOT analysis. Now, for those of you who are new to a SWOT analysis, that's spelled SWOT. And it stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And this is something that you need to do really critically. You've got to look at what are your strengths, and are your strengths really strengths? Look to your weaknesses, look to the opportunities that are out there in the environment available to your business, and are there any threats? When you're clear on what they are, it makes it really easy for you to get a really good grip on how you might approach any given situation. You'll figure out very quickly, no, I shouldn't be doing this because I'm not strong in that area, or here's an opportunity that I need to chase after, and there's an opportunity that I probably should let go through to the keeper or somebody else. So when you've had a good look at that, how about you revisit the plan? Now, lots of people tell me that they've got a plan in their head, and from experience I can tell you that's not a good place to have one. You need to have it written down, because if you've got it written down, you can check on it from time to time and see how accurate your plan was in the first place, and secondly, how well you're performing the activities required to deliver what the plan says. And once again, if you look at those things and you find that there's a conflict in something, then we've got to iron out the conflict, because any conflict you have in relation to your plan or in relation to how you're performing the activities required to deliver what the plan says means that things aren't working. Now, when it's all running smoothly, everything seems fine, and lots of people take their eye off the ball because everything's running smoothly, everything's going well, you don't need to do anything. That doesn't work either. You actually have to stay focused on what it is that you want to achieve, and you need to stay focused on what it is that you need to do to achieve those things. Because at the end of the day, We can't control the outcome. What we can control is the activity. And if we undertake the right activity, chances are we're going to achieve the right outcome. So another thing that you might do is, I see a lot of people saying, get your numbers together. Now, most of us probably have our numbers together, but the important question is, can we interpret what they're trying to tell us? Because in the end, the answers in your business are all contained within the numbers. But if you don't know how to interpret the numbers, you're not going to come up with the right answers. So if you don't know how to interpret them, please get somebody on board who can interpret them for you. But we need to have them interpreted in an unbiased manner and an accurate manner. And those two things must be there, or you're not getting the right answers. So unbiased and accurate interpretation of your numbers will give you a really good clue as to whether or not what you're doing is right for what outcomes you want to achieve. And they'll also tell you what you might change in order to achieve whatever it is that you want. Or maybe it's time to set yourself a new goal, a bigger one, and the numbers will tell you that that is appropriate or not. So 2 months in, have we remembered to market ourselves? Now, marketing is another critical part of running your business, but the critical part, more than just doing the marketing, is, are you marketing the right things? Are you marketing what you do, or are you marketing what your customer wants? What your customer wants is an outcome. And in general terms, they're not particularly interested in what you do, because that seems like hard work, but they are very, very interested in the outcomes that whatever it is that you do work-wise might deliver to them. So look to your marketing. Are you doing that the right way? Are you attracting the right people? Yeah, a good way to get yourself bogged down in the day-to-day is you're not working with the right people. You're doing too much of the doing and the work side of it, and not enough of the delivering the outcomes. So that brings us to, what about your staff? Now, most small businesses in Australia don't have staff. Does that mean that you're in the wrong job? Does it mean that you don't understand what job you're supposed to be doing? Now, if you are jack of all trades, that is, you're supposed to be doing all of the jobs within your business, it becomes really important to have a good look at, when am I doing this job, when am I doing that job, so that whatever job you are doing, you're actually focused on that job. And for example, you're not doing something on the front desk while you're thinking about being the boss. It just doesn't work. We've got to get really clear in our mind, what are we doing at this particular time? Now, in the comments beside this live video, there's a link to a post that I wrote some time ago, which might give you some more detail on how you can approach the things that I've been talking about. But in any event, stay enthusiastic, get that drive running again, and go out and have an absolutely great day, because it's Monday and it's the start of the week. Bye.